Let's huddle up. Hey, where are we at?
We're on the road today, man. Usually we're shooting this thing at International Tap House in Lee Summit. We made a little road trip today to talk to a really special guest. We're here in the Cats facility, baby, in Manhattan.
We're at home. This is home for me. Spent 4.5 years of my life in this. Well, not this place, because, I mean.
This wasn't here when you were here.
This is the real deal.
Yeah.
Right? This is home. And you know what? I'm super fired up to announce.
Dude, we got a stud in here today.
We got QB1 wearing number 2, Avery Johnson. Guys, give it up for him.
We got the best quarterback in the state of Kansas with us today.
You know what would Justin Reed say? Dog.
Absolute dog.
Dog. There he is.
So thanks for joining us, man.
Dude,
Thanks
welcome.
for having me. Appreciate it.
So what's up, man? We had workouts today?
Yes, sir.
What'd we do?
Today was we had a little high pool day, and then we did like a blow-up block. But today was just light lift since it's in the middle of spring ball.
Coach True knows what a light lift is?
Yeah, the light lifts still really aren't that light, but we'll call it a light lift.
Yeah.
Because that dude's a monster.
Yeah.
Dude looks like Brock Lesnar walking into the weight room, dude. He's fired up.
Yeah,
I love
sure.
it. So, man, tell us, where are you from? Like, where are you? Where's home?
So I'm about 2 hours from here,
Okay.
Wichita, Kansas. I went to school in like a suburb kind of right outside of Wichita because I stayed on the west side of Wichita at Mays High School.
Mays.
But everything I did, like I got Wichita on my nameplate downstairs and stuff like that. But you know, I don't know if you've been to Wichita before, but I mean it's the biggest city population-wise in Kansas.
Yeah.
If not Kansas City, it's one of the top 2. But yeah, man, it's not too different than Manhattan. But
Have you always been a Cats fan?
yeah, so growing up, my grandpa was a big K-State fan. We used to come to games with him.
Yeah.
Got baby pictures and stuff in K-State gear. So
Yeah, because coming out of high school, you could have taken your pick, man, probably.
yeah,
If anywhere you wanted to go.
This is just a place. It was close to home, great family environment, great coaches, and I can accomplish all the goals that I want to set out to
So
do.
there was never really thought of going anywhere else.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I took visits everywhere else because I wanted to, go out and see places, but in the back of my mind, I always had like a
Hell yeah.
gut feeling it would be here.
I
This
love
is
that.
the crib, baby.
Stay home, baby.
This is the crib, man.
I love it.
The dub is right there. We were just talking super close with Tyson Hartman, right? And he wore number 2 also, right? He came in here as a quarterback also from Capon and obviously transitioned. But what is it about Wichita? Like, you guys have Wichita's thrown some dogs. Arthur Brown, Bryce Brown, Tyson, you. I mean, the list goes on. What is it about the competitiveness of Wichita? What is it?
I don't know. I think it's just a lot of guys that fly under the radar.
Yeah.
So guys just work and just try to get their name out there and try to be seen. But still, like today, we have a lot of guys that just fly under the radar and, maybe have to go smaller first before they end up blowing up. But we've had some guys and we've produced some guys at high levels and guys that went to the NFL out of a small place in Wichita and even like a small state like Kansas where people don't really necessarily look at us as a high producing powerhouse for football players. So I don't know if there's one thing that really makes us good players. I think it's just maybe those people that decide to put in a little bit of extra work and time into it.
Well, I love that you stayed home, man.
You know what it is? It's Brahms.
Brahms?
You love Brahms.
Brahms is kind of shit.
You love Brahms,
I'm not
right?
a big Brahms fan.
Brahms
You're
is shit.
not.
Nah.
Sorry,
No.
sorry, Brahms.
Brahms
Dude,
is pretty mid.
I mean, it's all
Mid.
right.
It's mid.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's not that great.
I don't even know what mid means.
Yeah,
That's whole different.
It's average. Mid means average.
You're kind of old.
Oh, dude, Brahms.
How old are you? 52?
What's that?
How old are you?
Dude, just because I have gray hair and I have to do a fade to get rid of it, okay? 35.
Speaking of the hair, man, what kind of product are you using?
What is it, man? We
Tell
gotta
us
know.
give
What's
us
the product,
What's the
dude?
secret sauce, bro?
Is it Head and Shoulders?
I use this stuff called like multicultural curl.
Write that down.
It's I get it from Target, and then there's
Okay.
like some other stuff I get from the girl that does my hair. She's been doing my hair for like my whole life. She always cuts my hair. Really close family friend. It's like a second mom to me. So shout out Raquel on here.
Raquel?
Raquel.
I can shout out Raquel. Yeah, shout
Come
out
on, baby.
Raquel.
I knew it. I knew there was gonna be
Yeah.
someone that did the hair because, dude,
She hooks me
clean.
up. She hooks me up with all the products. To be honest, I don't even know what the names of the products are that she
Yeah.
hooks me up with.
She's doing something right, though.
But hey, she takes care of me.
Have you always had the long hair?
Always.
I
I
love
think
it.
kindergarten was the last time my hair.
No
was
shit.
Really?
growing it out. Yeah.
I love that you have, you ever met Alisana? You ever met him? So he played left tackle. I always said he's the man said nice. I named him twice. Okay. But it's a great athlete. Okay. Polynesian. I'm sorry, Alessandro, if I mess that up. I don't know if he's Polynesian or Tongan. But this massive hair coming out the back of his helmet. I feel like guys have that type. That's their signature. That's who they are. That your hair is who you are, right? Like that's part of who you are. It's been who you are, and you love that.
For sure. I mean, one of the main reasons I kept my hair is just because it was like easy to be recognized. Comes out of the
it's your
back
brand,
of my helmet.
dude.
It's like it's like my brand. People know me for my hair, and like even when I go out sometimes with my hair up, fans are like, "Man, let your hair down." I'm like, I don't have any product in it right now.
I got no product.
I don't got no product in it right now, so it's a little crazy looking. But yeah, anytime I go somewhere, my dad's always on me too about letting my hair down and letting people see it because it's kind of my brand that I've made for myself.
I'm surprised Head and Shoulders hasn't reached out yet.
Hopefully,
Head and Shoulders.
Come on, guys.
You are missing the mark if you had not
Get
reached
in
out
early,
to my
dude.
man.
Get in early because the stock's only going up from
That's
here.
one thing we've said about this podcast. We've only been around 100 days, right? We had Super Bowl champions on. I mean, MLB guys. And we've always said, don't miss out. And I think you're the same way, right? Because in all reality, you started how many games last year?
I only started one.
You started one game.
What was that? Was that the Texas Tech game?
No.
I played the majority of the Texas Tech game.
This
It was
bowl game.
The bowl game.
Yeah, because you only had 5 touchdowns that game, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Did you hear him?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, that was a hell of a game.
Hey, real quick, salad bar. That cup's not in that frame, is it? Back there.
You son of a.
I had to cut that. Is that cup in that frame? All right, good. He had 5 touchdowns that game.
That's baller.
But look, he's humble. He's humble, dude. And I love that. But you know what? Listen, this is a hard place, right? In every college town, right? Every school, there's always pressure on QB1. Is there not? Right?
Sure.
And this place has seen some very successful quarterbacks. The Michael Bishops, right? The Beasleys.
Freeman.
The Josh Freemans, right? I played with Josh. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I've never seen a man with a more massive arm than Josh Freeman. Threw the ball through the end zone 70 yards from a knee. Okay? Is that not insane?
That's crazy.
And I literally physically we'd have competitions. He tried to go 75, couldn't get it. That's a massive arm, right?
Yeah, sure.
And let's be honest, CK, right? One of my dudes. There's been a lot of really good quarterbacks here. Do you feel that pressure? Do you feel like, man, I'm kind of stepping into an arena here with some guys that were goats, right? That were dogs. Now that's me.
I wouldn't say I feel like this crazy amount of pressure, but that's also because like there's definitely pressure in the situation I'm in, and if there wasn't pressure, then I'd probably be doing something wrong. So
right.
I see pressure as being a privilege, and I mean you hear it all the time, like pressure makes diamonds. So what do you make out of that situation? And I'm just going to continue to work, keep my head down, and just be the best version of myself.
No pressure, no diamonds.
I love it.
That's what they always say. And I love that you said that. And because you're from Wichita, so you understand. Like, you're a K-Stater. You've loved K-State. And I was telling Coach Kleiman when I was here during KU week, they give every Kansas kid on the team a chance to talk about what the game means to them. I got called out one year. I'm wearing a green sleeveless shirt that says I'm a keeper on it, right? I don't even know why I had it on. Look like a fool, right? But this school and this team means so much to the people of this state, okay? You've seen farmers out in combines, they're out there in fall harvest, they're listening to the game, right? Is that something that you guys talk about in here like we used to? Like there's some diehard K-Staters, man.
It's crazy. It's like everywhere you go to. I didn't realize how many K-State fans were in Wichita until I had made my decision to come here. And then you just like look around and you see like maybe K-State on the back of somebody's window or a K-State on somebody's license plate. Like the fan base that we have here is actually like crazy, and it's one of the best fan bases in college football.
No
and I
doubt.
think it goes right over some people's heads, but it's definitely one of the strongest fan bases in college football.
Speaking of fan base. So we had Brady Cook on, right?
You just got to keep talking about it.
I got to talk about it. Dude, it literally gets me fired up.
Oh, that's cool.
So we had Brady. We went and talked to Brady Cook, right? Quarterback, Mizzou. And I asked him, I said, listen, you've played in front of a lot of different crowds, right? You've been to Georgia, Alabama, all those guys. What's the one group of fans that if you had to put your thumb on the pulse that absolutely got to you during a game, Like, who was the most passionate fans you've seen? He's like, man, I'm not going to lie. When we played in Manhattan, it was something different. They literally got to us. They were on us the entire game. They talked shit the entire game. They wouldn't stop. It was raining.
Yeah, like he said after the game, that he got several DMs from people apologizing
for what they
for
said
how
to
shitty
him.
they were acting.
Right. What they said to him and Luther Burden. Like, what do you have to say to those fans that come out here? I mean, did you see that? I mean, well, you're in the hotel, so you don't see it. But the amount of RVs that are parked out here at 3 o'clock the day before the game, like, what do you got to say to those people?
I don't think the fans like really know how much we appreciate it and how much of a difference it makes in the game. And just like when the crowd erupts, like that can be a huge momentum shifter and it can change the whole swing of a game. So just being able to come out here and have that support and have the stadium, have the bill packed and sold out every Saturday, man, it just goes to show like how dedicated our fans are and how bought in to us they are. And I mean, hey, I can't ask for anything better than that.
52,000 people get pretty loud.
That's awesome.
There's no doubt about it. So talk to us about this last season, right? You had a lot of learning, a lot of growth moments, right? What was like that moment when you got that action, when you got the nod, when they said, Avery, go? What was like, what game or what player, what was that pivotal moment where you said, now's my time? Is there something that you recall?
I really think it was probably the first time I took the field in that SEMO game because, like, you don't really understand it until you get thrown into the fire. And I didn't really know what to expect out of college football. But definitely, like, going out there, like, completing my first pass, scoring my first touchdown, it just gave me, like, a certain confidence in myself that, like, you know, like, I can go out here and I can compete with, like, anybody that's across the field from me. So just going out there in that SEMO game is when I kind of, like, first got it. And then just continuing to play after that and see my snap counts go up, it was definitely a big confidence booster. But after that Texas Tech game was like we talked about, I mean, that was a big, huge confidence booster for me and just being able to go out there and perform at that high of a level.
You're like, I can really do this
I can
thing
do this
at a high level.
And then being able to, like, after that game, I had my first, like, post-game interview, and it was just like all my dreams were kind of like coming true. And it was just a huge surreal moment for me. So pretty much the whole last season, just being able to play early and have some big moments, have some ups, have some downs that I could learn from. It's definitely like prepared me for this next season for sure.
You know, you talk about that post-game interview, right? Obviously, I'm an offensive lineman. I didn't play near as much, right? But you know what's kind of bullshit about post-game interviews? You just get done absolutely grinding. You go to the shower. You're sweaty as shit. You're literally still sweating because you're
still
got to
go give a bunch of bullshit answers.
And you go stand in front of 9,000 cameras with a microphone, and they say, so, tell us about the game. Well, I don't know. I just got out of the shower, dude. Like, give me like 25 minutes to like take all this in, right?
I'm always the last person out of the locker room, too, so they're always waiting on me. I'm always the last person to do interviews.
Well, bro, that's because the hair takes a long time to dry, right?
Got to brush it.
There's no doubt. But that Texas Tech game, you went off. Absolutely went off. And we just talked to Coach Kleiman about it, right? And Justin Reed said this, like when they played Baltimore, and they silenced the entire stadium, right? And he said that was one of his favorite moments of the entire – obviously winning the Super Bowl was his favorite, right? But when he silenced the stadium, it was one of his favorite times the entire year. I mean, you silenced Lubbock, Texas.
Being the villain, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. What did that feel like when you're out there and you silence that stadium? All you guys, all 22 guys.
It was really, really cool. And then, like, in the moment, it was super cool. And then you get on social media after, and they have, like, this meme of a Texas Tech fan, and he just looks like drained. So, like, we're looking at memes and stuff, like, after the game, and it was just, like, funny because, like, in the moment, we're just playing football. Like, they do this thing where they throw tortillas on the field. Yeah. And it was my first time experiencing it. Like, I'm laughing that they're throwing tortillas. I'm like, that's kind of funny. Like, on the kickoff, they're throwing tortillas on the field. And then you're just standing on the sideline. You might get pelted with a tortilla ball or something. So it's just, like, each school has their different traditions and stuff like that. So it's just cool to be able to go to different places and experience that different type of stuff. But nothing's like the home game.
Can you think of any like specific funny experiences, just like playing on the road, maybe fans talking some shit or opposing team or anything like that?
During the Tech game, there was like people sitting behind our bench, talking to us. I heard TCU is really bad. I haven't had the chance to play at TCU yet, but I heard some stories about TCU's fans like heckling players during
Passionate.
the games. Okie State, they're like right on top of you, and they have those paddles.
Yeah.
Those paddles, man, they mess with the snap count and everything, especially when you get on that end of the end zone and they're smacking the paddles with all the fans right on top of you. Because I don't know how many fans their stadium sits, but it gets loud in there, especially with how like condensed it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mizzou was electric.
I love it.
I think that was my first away game.
Yeah.
I think that was my first away game.
I was there.
There was crazy amount of it was packed.
Yeah,
and like you look up, stadium just goes all the way up, and it was electric.
You just made his day, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a Mizzou grad.
He's a Mizzou grad.
Yeah, that was a game. I mean, obviously tough ending for you guys, but
Yeah.
that was a hell of a game though too.
But here's what I love about this is everything that you just talked about. You gave credit to Mizzou for the intensity of their fans, and Brady Cook
gave it to you guys.
Gave it to us.
Love that.
And dude, that is old Big 12, right? And I wish Mizzou was still part of this because that was every single freaking time. It was electric. So I'm glad you got to have that experience.
A lot of the away games were fun, just being able to go experience like new fans, and then even the KU game with like all the competition we have and the background, the history we have with KU, the rivalry. I mean, man, like
So
that was a good game too.
You don't know this, but you're talking to the last K-Stater to lose to KU. We were the last season that Kansas State football has lost to KU.
Man,
15 years ago. No, 16 years. No, it's 2009. So whatever that math
It was
is.
15.
What's that?
That's 15.
15 years. Yeah. That was us.
yeah.
So that was rough. I hate to admit to that. Damn it.
You lost twice, didn't you?
Stop.
I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm just
Stop.
You
okay.
did, right?
Listen, we had to learn a little bit about who we were. Okay.
Well, the program's in a much
Salad bar,
healthier
cut
place.
that out. Salad bar, cut that out. That's not going in. So this season, right? Got some big time targets coming in now, right?
And this is your team, man.
You can sling the shit out of the ball, right? Are you ready to absolutely just let it go?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be kind of a different feeling, right? Because last year you're coming in as a backup, right?
Yep.
This year, this is your team.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're the guy.
It's hard to approach each week as the backup because you still have to prepare like the starter,
Right.
and then you might not know like when your opportunity is to get in the game. So this year, like, just being able to go in, communicate with all the guys, try my best to lead, be vocal, and just build relationships with guys on the team. Man, we have a great culture here and a lot of good people around me that make my job really easy. So
Yeah.
credit to my teammates, credit to those coaches because they make my life easy.
We asked the same question to Climate, but is there a guy that maybe on the offense is kind of under the radar, but maybe we should be watching for him this year? That might be a dog.
I would say definitely be on the lookout for like a guy like Keegan Johnson. Because
Okay.
he came in, had a great freshman season at Iowa, came in, and he was battling like injuries last year and never really got fully back healthy and couldn't really go to his full potential. But, man, that guy can get out and go.
Dog.
Yeah, in and out of breaks, strong hands.
Dude's lengthy too.
Yeah. He definitely flew under the radar last year, but he can play. He can ball for sure.
Love it. So what are your like personal goals for this year as a player?
Like I feel like the biggest thing is we want like undefeated season, like
Yeah.
Big 12 championship. We want to make the college football playoff. Like all those different type of things are like really big for me. Like those team oriented goals.
Yeah, because if you, as a quarterback, right, if you win, the accolades kind of fall into place, right?
Right.
Right.
And I mean, obviously it's just like going in each week because each week is a new season. Coach Drew says it all the time, 1 week season. So never underestimate any team you're going against because any team is capable of beating any team, especially with how college football is now. So just going in, preparing each week and giving everything we got.
You're getting ready to see some pretty cool venues like Utah, BYU. Like that BYU stayed in the middle of the mountains.
Same with Utah. Utah's beautiful.
Utah's the same way, right? But there's nothing better than seeing the cattle lots up north. There's nothing better. Smelling the cow shit come off the wind, right?
It's as good as it gets, baby.
We had a strength and conditioning coordinator here back in the day, and when it get really cold, that north wind come through, he goes, "You smell that? It's bone chilling." And there's nothing about being home though, right?
It's funny because like guys will come in like like my roommates, Jason Cheedy.
Yeah.
They're not from Kansas, so they don't understand it. I'm like, God, it always smells like this.
Yeah.
Like, you just kind of got to get used to it.
Yeah.
It smells worse in Manhattan than it does in Wichita. But I'm like, you go anywhere in Kansas, like you just kind of got to get used to it. My dad says smells like money.
Smells like money.
Smells like money.
Yeah.
I told Coach Kleiman there was a dude from Pompano Beach, Florida. First time he ever smelled it, he goes, "Man, it smells like dookie out here." Well, that's cow shit, and that's from the university.
Well, speaking of money, you're selling some T-shirts. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about
Tell
that.
us about
Tell
that.
us about it.
So we kind of do like weekly drops, sometimes weekly, every once in a while during the season. We got a few shirts out right now on my website at twoleadapparel.com. Trying to just kind of get the word out there and maybe see we get some people to buy some stuff. If not, just go check it out. I mean, you might like it. If you like it, buy something. If not, I mean, we're going to have a lot more stuff coming out in the future. So just stay tuned for stuff like that.
I love it. I think the Huddle's going to go in there and buy some stuff.
Is that 2elite.com?
Yep.
You guys heard it.
The number 2.
Number 2, elite.com. It's in the comments. Check it out.
Check it out. You got 2 customers right here, baby.
We're already in.
Sounds good.
Go in, click in, buy your swag, wear it to the bill, get loud, go Cats. I love it.
I love it. So outside of football, man, what do you like to do?
Yeah, let's talk about Avery.
Yeah, let's talk about Avery.
So I used to play video games a lot.
Did you?
COD?
My friends back home. I'm not really into shooter games. I'm
Madden?
like into like sports games. Like I used to be really good at Madden. Kind of fell off.
Is that how you learn the plays?
No.
I'm just kidding.
But I did start, like, if we had a play that we had in the playbook and it might be on Madden or like a certain form of the play, I might go through my progression like the same.
Yeah.
It was kind of working.
I love
It
it.
was kind of working.
Well, shit, man. How about they're bringing NCAA back, right?
I know. So that's going to be my new game.
That's gonna be
NCAA,
sick.
But I'm a big 2K fan. Like, I used to play my career, used to play with all my boys from back home. And then, like, the season starts. Like, when the summer comes around, we have more free time. I'm play the game a little bit more. But I started golfing.
No kidding.
Oh, you're golfing now.
Horrible golfer.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to figure out.
We all have that in common.
I got to figure out how to get my golf game a little bit better. Somebody asked me what my handicap was the other day. I said, dude, what does that even mean?
Just say a million.
Shit, man. I'm focused on football, man.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
So that's where I was at. The Golden Cat
that's what
deal's
they
going
said.
on right now, right? And there's some dude. Listen, us Cats in the 2000s, like we're a lot of fun. Like ask Taylor Bratt, okay, about our class, okay. And then there's like the 90s. I understand those Cats from the 80s are just different, okay. It was a different time, okay, especially here. Those Cats from the 80s are out there right now living like they're in the 80s, okay. Golf is one of those deals, and you're going to find out where you can be the best golfer, the worst golfer, but it's all about the crew that you're with, right? Having a good time, shooting the shit, having a blast. So what's your best club in the bag?
5-iron.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good club to have your best club, man.
5-iron.
Yeah.
Very seldom do you hear a Cat say my long irons are the best club.
That's a good club to hit well, though.
Dude, if you can hit a 5-iron well, you can hit a pitching wedge well. I love it.
I'm not bad with the irons. I can't putt and I can't drive.
You slice?
Yes.
Leave it wide open.
Every time.
You know why? He's aggressive. He's a winner.
Slice every time.
He's a winner.
He's a brute, man.
He's a winner. So what else we doing? So you learned video games, 2K, learning to golf. What else? Like if you're going to go eat in Manhattan, where are we going?
I would have to say probably So Long Saloon. It's probably like one of the top places. My top place I always go to Umi.
Japanese steakhouse.
So
dude.
Umi's like a hibachi place.
Okay, that's good shit.
You going
me and
yellow
my
sauce?
roommates go. So I don't eat the yum yum sauce.
He's not. No, not yum yum. Yellow
yum-yum.
sauce.
What's the yellow sauce?
Like hollandaise.
I don't know.
Oh, you never had yellow sauce. You never had yellow.
No, I've had the yum yum sauce.
You never had yellow sauce. All right, do me a favor, Kenny. You had yellow sauce.
Kenny's over there.
You
I've
never
never
had yellow
heard of it.
sauce.
I've never heard of yellow sauce.
Are you kidding me? Listen to this.
Is this one of those
Guys.
knife collector things?
Now,
again?
guys, listen to the offensive lineman here. Okay, this is about food, cuisine. Just listen to us, okay? Ask Cooper. He knows what yellow sauce is, okay? Go in there and get yellows. Just say, you got any yellow sauce? Yeah, they're going to put yellow sauce. It's like hollandaise on your fried rice. Change your life.
Is that like the little, the sauce they put on the McDonald's breakfast sandwiches?
No.
The bagel sandwiches?
Has nothing to do with McDonald's.
I'm just saying, is it like that?
We're wiping the bagel out.
No, the bagel's back, though.
Give me the burrito.
The bagel's back, boys.
You going burrito or you going biscuit?
I'm going biscuit.
You going sausage? You going bacon?
Sausage.
I'm
Okay.
going sausage. There
my
it is.
man.
Yeah. Well, that's the Wichita in him.
Yeah.
I like McMuffins though.
Oh, you go with McMuffin?
Yeah, like the English muffin. I'll go over that before anything.
There you go.
Or like
Love it.
McGriddle.
So he's going umi. You're probably going steak, right?
Yeah,
You
steak.
going medium rare?
Steak and chicken, medium.
You're going medium.
Medium.
That's all right. You got to go medium at a Japanese steakhouse. Can't go rare.
I would never go rare.
He's never going rare.
Rare, or are we saying medium rare?
No, rare.
No, I'd never go.
Yeah, I wouldn't go rare.
I've had
either.
medium rare.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. So we're going to umi, having a great dinner. Then what? What are we doing?
So I'm trying to start fishing.
There you
My
go.
dad wants me to start fishing with him, and it's almost like the time to get into it.
Where does he go?
So they stay out by Tuttle Creek.
Okay.
Tuttle Creek Lake, and they're gonna get on the water sometime here in the next few weeks. And I think I'm gonna go out there with him and see if I like fishing. My past fishing experience haven't been the best. I'm bad luck when I get on the water. So hopefully the fish are biting. When the fish are biting one day, and I have a good experience with fishing, I might fall in love with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it another chance because it's just like you just go out there and chill. It's relaxing. But I don't do too much. Like I like to just hang out with my friends and just chill. Like maybe watch some YouTube. I don't even have a show I watch.
Right.
I
Because you're committed to the game.
don't really get too much free time.
You're committed to the game, man. Like, and that's the thing. And, and I think that the misconception, in my opinion, at least when I was playing, the misconception about us is we have all this time in the world, we get all this stardom, we do all this stuff, right? We are committed to this. We are student athletes, right? You're going to class, you're getting your grades, you're coming up here. Now you guys have this amazing sports performance table. We had the derb, dude. Okay. Like, listen, we parked in the back parking lot and get $10 parking tickets for parking illegally, okay? Because we didn't want to have to walk that far because we were tired, okay? You are committed to being a student athlete. You're here to go to school. You're here to grind it out. How much time is there else, right?
Yeah, and even when I do get that free time, like sometimes I just like to take a nap, sleep
Yeah.
it off.
You get
at
to
that point.
You get to KC much?
Yeah, I actually, so my brother stays in KC.
Okay.
I get up there every once in a while. I used to always go up there because my quarterback coach is out of Kansas City. But he started coming down here to work so I could work out with him. But I haven't been up to Kansas City as much. I hate to drive.
Yeah.
Really?
I hate driving. Like that's my driving long periods of time. And I'm always like the guy, like if we're going somewhere, I'm always the driver. So
Who's the dude cracking up in the locker room? Like, who's the dude when he walks in, he's about to make you laugh, and the whole team? You got to think about that one.
See, my first answer is going to be Jace, just because we got the same sense of humor.
Yeah.
And we always mess around with each other. A person that's like under the radar that he just got here is Kellen. And he's in the quarter. Like he's a quarterback, another quarterback. He's been real funny lately.
He's ripping it up.
He's been real funny lately. He's been cracking some jokes and like before our quarterback meetings or like when I spend most of my time with the quarterbacks just because we're all at practice together, all in the meetings together. He's been lighting it up lately. But I would give it to Jace or Cheaty just because of those people I'm around the most.
Yeah.
We get along the best.
Jay's out here just absolutely ripping it up.
Ripping jokes, brother.
He plays too much.
I love it, dude. You got to have those guys, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
I love it. So tell me, what do you want to tell the world, right? Like, what do you want to tell Instagram, Facebook, TikTok? Like, what's the one thing you want to get across, whether that's about yourself, the team? What do you got to say, man? What are you ready for?
Man, if I'm going to say anything about the team, I just think like we're ready for the season. It's crazy to think that like I don't know how many days away we are. I know we're under, I think 150 days away from the first game, and it seems like a long time, but it's going to be here. And we've been preparing and just taking it one day at a time. But man, I'm excited. I'm just excited to get back on that field again and step out on the bill. I don't even know the day of our first game, but man, I'm excited
coming up.
to get back out there. Yeah,
The shit flies by, dude.
I know.
Have you got to talk to a guy like Josh Freeman? Have you met Josh yet?
Yeah, I talked to him. We talked to him on Zoom. I talked to him after a practice a couple times because he gets up here every once in a while.
If I can connect you, let me know. If you want to talk to him more, he's a great dude. But
Yeah,
he'd be one of the guys, to agree with this is this seems like it's a week takes like, man, dude, we're grinding this week. Like it's hell week. We got, whatever, like conditioning, like you got your testing week. Like, dude, this is crazy. This is taking forever. I'm tired. And then all of a sudden it's over. You're like, holy shit, dude, 4 years just disappeared. And you're going to find some of the best friends of your life. That doesn't matter if you play in the NFL, doesn't matter if you play 20 years in the NFL or you don't play at all. Some of your best friends will be right here in this room because you're learning how to be men together. And I'm excited for you. You're an excellent figure for the school. There's a lot of kids that look up to you, man. My best friend's son is 7 years old, and he's like, Daddy, can I come? Because I want to meet Avery because he's my hero. And so understand the way you live your life in here, on the field, and out there. There's a ton of kids watching you, man. And I'm excited to watch you absolutely kill it here. Fucking run the ball, baby. Tuck it and go, and I'm excited to watch it.
What's your 40?
it's got to be somewhere 4.4.
So you're fast as shit, dude.
Dude, you're fast as salad bar. Can you bleep this? You're fast as fuck, dude. And I love to watch it.
Appreciate it.
You got to be one of the fastest guys on the team, right?
Yeah, I'm up there.
Yeah. I mean, dude can run.
I'll claim fastest on the team.
Oh,
What did Brady say he ran? A 4.4 or 4.5?
Brady ran a 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I would love to see that 40 match.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Have Brady and Avery line up and just, you got him, right?
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, my man. Avery, we appreciate you, man. It's been an honor to get to have you on here. Guys, he told you about it. The link, got the comments, buy your shirts, okay? Real quick, you know who's responsible for having you here, right? The Trust Company.
Shout out the Trust Company, man. Thank you.
Cole Bashamp, okay? Former Cat, wore the 17 as a wide receiver. Throw him the nut, okay? Throw it to him. He's a financial advisor. Guys, go see Cole Bashamp, the Trust Company, for all of your retirement, for all of your financial planning. He's the best.
Yeah. And if you ever get hungry and you're in Kansas City,
Where are you going to eat?
there's only one place.
There's only one place.
Red Door Grill, baby.
Red Door Grill. And you know what they serve there? Herzog beef.
Herzog beef. They got good beef.
Herzog beef, raised in Passaic, Missouri. Okay. True home-raised, USDA prime. You like beef?
Of course.
You like steaks?
Of course.
Hey, Todd, send Avery some steaks, okay? Just send him to Complex, put him on dry ice so he gets them. True, and lastly, who else? Actually, there's two more.
I think, when I'm going to buy liquor,
Where else would you
there's
go?
only one place to go.
And that'd be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, baby. Lee Summit, right off, where is it? 291.
Right off 291?
Yeah.
Right off 291, just south of 50 Highway. You know what's cool about Macadoodles? Free ice
Free popcorn.
and free popcorn. Huh? I mean, what's better
It's
than
worth, honestly, 2-hour drive, it's worth it.
what's better than a bag of popcorn while you're shopping for some beer? Right?
You got to love it.
And finally, the home of the Huddle Podcast. They've been with us since the beginning. International Tap House.
You know who I want to shout out?
Give him
Sam.
Sam.
So Sam's a scratch golfer.
Sam's a scratch. You talk about golf. This dude is a stick. Okay? Scratch golfer.
So shout out to you, Sam.
Sam. Guys, we really appreciate you tuning in. Avery, we appreciate you. Thanks for being on the Huddle Podcast. And we'll see you later.
Love it. Thanks,
Hey.
man.
Go Cats. Give him a go Cats.
Go Cats,
Oh, man.
man.